I'm here. Today I wanted to talk about one of the other most common questions I've been asked since I moved to Sweden. After I moved to Sweden, many people have asked me the same questions. Are Swedish people that cold? Do you have any Swedish friends? Or even like, how can you live in Sweden where people are so unfriendly? I've been asked this question so many times that I decided to do a video about it where I can tell you my thoughts. First of all, no, I don't think Swedish people are rude or unfriendly. As you know, I lived in United Kingdom from 5 years and I'm from Italy, where of course people are more friendly than everywhere else in the world, except maybe Spain. If I need to make a comparison between United Kingdom and Sweden, I personally think that the Swedish people are actually not that different from British ones. They're in general more reserved than the southern people like me, but that doesn't mean automatically that they don't want to be your friends or they are rude. Maybe they're just not that extrovert. My second thoughts about this is that actually people on the streets of Stockholm are very friendly. It happened many times to me that people smiled at me or made some small talk and even sometimes cracked a joke. Actually, I was really surprised because I was also expecting northern people to be, let's say, a little colder than maybe the people I was used to in Great Britain. But it was actually the opposite, and people on the streets were a lot more friendly than, for example, in London. I can tell you that people in London, they just, most of the time, just push you around. They completely avoid eye contact, and they generally try to avoid any sort of conversation. Even just having someone smiling at you, I think it's very nice. It gives you a nice feeling. Therefore, this is one of the reasons why I don't really feel that northern people and Swedish people are that cold as we might think they are. Said so, I have some tips to share with you to get to know some Swedish people and make new friends when you move to Sweden. Number 1. Apparently Swedish people really love community and activity groups, so it might be a very nice idea to join a sort of a class of a workshop where you can meet people in a group. Or maybe just check out your public library, some other sort of clubs around the place where you live or in the city center, and try to see if there's something scheduled that you can attend to. I'm pretty sure that it would be a lot better to approach people in a group than just asking a single person. Number 2. As much as it's okay to hang out with your co-workers, sometimes in Sweden people prefer to keep separate their working life from their social life. Therefore, at least at the beginning, maybe it would be better not to try to push the friendship boundaries too much. Number 3, try to find some friends with people who actually are also looking for friends. I don't know if you heard of Meetup. It's a great app which is a sort of social media and puts you in contact with people in the location of your choice. It suggests you groups and activities that are taking places already in the cities where you're living. So just choose an activity or a hobby in which you're already interested in and just attend to the meeting. You might have to get out a little of your comfort zone to do this, but I think it's great because not only you're already gonna be in a community group, and mostly important, the people already wants to make some friends, so that's really easy. Meetup proved extremely helpful and useful to me. I actually joined a role-playing game group in Stockholm, which I really love, and we are quite a big community. I think we are about 50 people now, and it was great. Of course, the first time I was a little shy, I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but actually I really found some good friends, and now we're hanging out different times a month, and I think I found some cool friends, so thumbs up. Number 4, of course you moved to Sweden, so you might really love to get some Swedish friends and some local people who can show you around, speak to you about the tradition of the place, and makes you feel like you're really part of the place. But it might not always be possible to be friends with local people immediately. So my advice is first get to know people from your own country. I'm sure you can find Facebook pages like English people in Stockholm. There's, for example, Italian in Sweden, Italian in Stockholm. So actually, there's full of Italian pages everywhere in the world. and you just start from there. And I'm pretty sure that some of your new friends might know some other Swedish people, and little by little your circle of friendship will get bigger. Number 5, if you really wanna meet some local people, my strongest suggestion is learn the language. I think you either need to speak a very good English or at least Swedish to make lots of local friends. And I think it's quite normal when you're out enjoying yourself. You need to be comfortable and in the way you speak to your friends, and I think it doesn't help if most of the time you need to swap in a different language, or you need to sort of struggle to understand someone else. I think communication is really important, so if you can learn Swedish or at least you have very good English, that will make it so much easier to make some new friends. Number 6, be patient. It might take some time to get to know people. Sometimes you might not be successful at first. Do not insist too much if you would really like to hang out with a working colleague or someone else, and this person doesn't seem to find the time to hang out with you. Maybe just has something else in his mind, or he has lots of more friends. But just do not give up. Just move on, find another group of friends, another group of people, and try again. Just be positive. It's hard to find new friends as soon as you move into another city, but as soon as you can speak a bit of the language, you can get to know cool places where to hang out. It's gonna be so much easier and faster for you. I almost lost count of the number. I think we are at number 7. Swedish people are really active and really sporty, so I think a good advice would be trying to engage with them in some sort of outdoor and sport activities. For example, if you know someone who's really passionate about biking or running or ice skating, why don't you ask this person to show you the rope, and maybe meet up to do an activity that this person already enjoy. It might be an outdoor sport, or actually might be something else, but I think it's always good to ask someone else to show you things that this person already love and enjoy. I think these are all my advice. Personally, I've been in Stockholm since 1 year already. My moving anniversary is gonna be pretty soon, I think in 2 weeks. And I have to say I have quite a large number of friends. Some of them, and my closest friends, are Italian, just because, as I said, I think it's a lot easier to get to know people of your own country. I have few Swedish friends which are either in a relationship with some of my Italian friends, and some other that I met in the meetup groups where I am hanging out with. At the moment, I don't have closest Swedish best friends. I would love to, but I'm pretty relaxed about it. I'm sure that with the time I will get to know more local people. For now, I'm very happy of the circle of friends I have. I really hope you find my advices useful. Please let me know in a comment, and if you have any other tips in how to make new friends, please let us all know in the comment below. That would be great. So thank you very much. Remember to like the video, and see you next time.